Miss Pallavi, I belong to Mumbai. Like I was born and brought up here only. I am currently teaching in an international baccalaureate school. So I'm teaching DP students, that is 11th and 12th graders, uh, and I teach business management to them. It's been 8 years I'm into this teaching profession. I have taught different curriculums. Like I've also taught Cambridge curriculum. So yeah, I have been into international teaching and since a while, and I also do some tarot card reading, like for my passion and all that. So that's something that interests me. And when it comes to music and dance, it's something I'm really fond of. I would say I'm not really into music, but yeah, I'm an into dancer. When it comes to like dancing, I just go crazy. So yeah, I think they are correlated. So I think I'll be able to give many insights for this.
Okay, so thanks, mom, for giving you short intro. So the first thing which I want to ask you, ma'am Pallavi, do you think that when we introduce music to the kids in early age is going to benefit their overall development?
Yes, definitely it does. Because I remember when we were kids, the music was not so common. And now with this growing, things growing growth of the gadgets in the modern world, with the availability of different apps like Spotify and all that, I think everyone has access to music, and students are really, they're putting in their head and heart into the music. I've seen my students, since I'm into, this career, I have access to these young minds daily, and I can see that without their AirPods they can't live. They are all the time, they want to listen to music. It's therapeutic in nature. It helps them retain things. Like
Yeah.
if you ask me that can you put the music on and you can study or do something, I might not be a person, I might hesitate doing that. But these kids, they can't live without music. And since young age, with this international curriculum, they are being introduced to the music right from their grade 1, grade 2. They have their music classes, and like how you teach your students with the notations, with the basics, they are being taught at that tender age. And I can see that how it helps them being mindful. It also gives them that platform wherein they can actually explore it as a career also, like since beginning they think on those lines only, that
Yes.
okay, yeah, I want to be a musician, I want to be a composer, I want to
Hmm.
be a singer, etc. So I think it really helps them build their senses, etc., in a very different way. So I think music is a wonderful thing to learn from a very tender age.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
as you just now told us that it is like good to learn in early age.
Yeah.
So, on the same thing, I would like to ask you, when the kids are going to start their musical journey, the parents as well as kids both are confused from where they should start, whether they should start from the instrument, they should start from the singing, or they should choose both. So, as per your experience, what are your views from where they should start? What kind of thing they should choose?
I feel when you start with notations and theory of music, etc., I think that can go very boring for small kids.
Okay.
Those who are not really into music, or those who do not really want to learn that at the very beginning, I
Mhm.
think helping them with the instrument, the parts, even the parts can come at a later stage, but just something in their hand, they're playing, they're just trying to get themselves engaged with that, and they understand the beauty of that. They understand that how melodious it can be and how they can improvise. I think theory can follow up. So practicality, or music instrument should be the playing of music instrument should be taught first.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
just now you concluded, as per your suggestion, they should start with the instrument. So, when
Yes.
we choose instruments. So there are n number of n kind of instruments available in the market. So generally in schools we have seen guitar and keyboard. These are the two most
Right.
common type of instrument which we also
Correct.
generally had in our schools, as well as today in all the schools these two instruments we will be getting. So which
Right.
instrument is good to start when the kids are young, whether they should guitar, keyboard, or there is something else which you want to tell?
I think the percussion, that is that drums and all, can go well. That is my opinion, because you must be seeing students banging their desk in their free time. I remember me in the childhood doing that, or my friends, my colleagues used to do that. Sometimes we do it now also. Like, we're bored and we're just banging desks, so that really helps. So that noise can become music. So that can be it can go a little easy than the other string instruments, or something like keyboard or something that is little difficult to really start with all the notations or whatever you call it as. I
Mhm.
think the percussions wherein banging, and they can just throw their anger, like their emotions out, and then just play on. I think that would work and will be fun for them.
Okay. So now when you were telling about the kids, I would like to ask you, when you were in grade 5, 6, 7, 8, so were you
Yeah.
involved with music in your school, whether it was college
No.
competition, school competition, or learning vocals or something?
Not at all. Not at all. I mean, I think you can hear from my voice that I have got a quite soft voice, and I have got many compliments in the sense, or like I can say, many of them, told me, why don't you become a singer, or why don't you try singing? You have got such a beautiful voice. But I think that was not there in me. That, oh, I want to get into the music. So
Mhm.
I really didn't, think of getting into music, learning an instrument. Though I don't know what the video is blurred. I have a guitar. I
Okay.
purchased it 6 years back.
Mhm.
Yeah, 5 6 years back, and during COVID period, I guess. Yeah,
Mhm.
and then I went for 2 classes. I took some classes. I went there, learned 2 days, and then this lockdown happened, and that was day, and till now it's just kept in the corner.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, it's not there in me, and I have never thought of learning. I just see, whenever I see some videos, I see those guitarists playing Gulabi, yeah, okay, and then
Exactly.
I go like, okay, I think I also should try this, but then it never happened.
Okay.
So yeah, and our school was such that we were not so privileged enough to have a musical thingy in our school, like a music class or something like that. So it was a state board, so minimum just theoretical subjects, and I think now it's been inculcated in the curriculums to by understanding the needs and wants of the current generation, wherein it's very difficult for them to just make them sit and study. You have to try out various ways and everything.
Mm.
And here I would like to share an incident that some of my students had this musical intelligence. Okay, they
Mm.
were very fond of music, and every now and then they used to rap and all that.
Okay.
So I had a topic wherein I gave them, and I was like, okay, just try to create a rap. And I tell you, they did a fantastic job. They created a rap of that topic, and the very next day, everyone was singing that rap in the class, and that topic was a huge hit.
And so in
So I
that way,
think,
everyone remembered that topic also.
yeah, yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So when you were telling about this rap kind of thing, so I would like to ask you, these days this rap music is like very much prevailing, especially
Yeah,
among the audience which are like young.
yes.
I can say youth. So do you think the kids or the students who listen rap each and every time is good for their mental health, or I can say is good for them?
Partially, sometimes it's fine, but I think with this fast forward world, like the small reels and this rap and all that, sometimes I feel it is hampering their attention span.
Mhm.
So they want everything quick in life. They want to learn or do everything quick in life. That should not happen. I think, with the rap, they should also understand the essence of slow soft music or classical music. I
Mhm.
think it's extinguishing. People are not really aware of classical music. So I think, that should also be imbibed, or, should be taught to them, so that they can create that balance. So I don't think it's really helping them mentally. Yeah, I mean, I feel it's just more of aggression or that speed, or that the rap music promotes that. I think that should balance out a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah,
So the next thing which I want to ask you, ma'am,
yeah,
when you were telling about the kids or the students who did rap, so
yeah.
I can say maybe there are 3 4 students who can do that, but the
Hmm.
students who are not involved in music. So the
Yeah,
situation is, both kids are interested in music, they want to
right.
enroll themselves in music, but one is getting the opportunity to learn or involve himself or herself in music, and other one is not getting that opportunity. So what do you think, whose development or overall growth will be better and faster, the one who is involved in learning music and the one who is not?
I think the one who's involved in learning music, because that person can not only learn things in one way, but will have multiple options to learn things.
Okay.
So that wiring of brain in layman's language, if I say that, that can happen really quick. So help them with one tune, and they can develop on it, etc. So I think that really helps. So one with not with the musical intelligence, they might have their own ways to learn things or something like that, but yeah, with music it will be of course beneficial.
Okay. So when you are going to start your guitar learning journey, you told us that in COVID you purchased that guitar, you played twice
Yeah,
or thrice, and then it is packed and somewhere in your home. So what do you
yeah.
think? Will you unpack it and start again, or it will be packed?
I maybe after this podcast I'll connect with you to give me a session one-on-one. But
Uh,
then, as I said, I was putting myself into that student shoes, or maybe that child shoes, who wants to learn music, but they don't want to get in depth with the notations or theory. So just few strumming patterns, so that whenever I feel little low, I can just play myself and, engage myself with some good, peaceful environment.
okay. So
So
whenever
yeah, sure,
you
I'll.
feel stress, whenever like you are in situation of stress, stress can be related with work or your personal level of
Yes.
stress. So what kind of music generally you listen when you are in stressful position?
Correct. So there was a time I was into, like, maybe when I want to, there are times when I want to sometimes actually dance out, so that I am stress free. So I pick up some nice Bollywood songs and just dance on that. Or at times nowadays, since I'm into occult sciences, the tarot healing meditations and stuff, I listen to these, the music on certain hertz, like, there are certain hertz given. So
Mhm.
that meditation music and all that. So I play that and I just meditate. That helps me relax. Sometimes I just, if I'm not sleepy, I just put on my AirPods and just listen to some slow, soft, just instruments or something like that, so that it helps me calm. And yeah, so this is how I involve music in my life.
Okay. So when the students are giving examination, especially I'm talking
Yeah,
about the students who are dealing with boards examination. So they also
right.
feel stress, as you told that you also teach manage business management to the students also.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when those 10th and 12th students come to you and say that, ma'am, I'm feeling stressed because of this and that. So do you recommend that you have to listen music or you have to play music or anything related with music? Do you recommend?
Yes, yes, definitely. Meditation, of course. I mean, I'm not into, like, professional in music. So
Mhm.
what I know is what I tell them, that, oh, you play some soft music, calm yourself down, meditate, have some breathing exercise, and then you can just maybe start learning. Honestly, I don't encourage them to put their, music on and study, because
Mhm.
I think that really doesn't solve the purpose. If you want to listen to music, you listen to music and just went out.
Mhm.
And if you want to study, study. Like, at that time, no music should be played in the background also. Or that's my way of, guiding them, or my opinion, because the focus is diverted there. So I do recommend them to listen to some soft music when they want to, have their calm, or just went out.
Okay. So as a
Yeah.
teacher, ma'am, do you also do offline teaching or you also do online?
Yeah, yeah. I'm a school teacher.
So you are a school teacher. So
Yes,
100%
yes.
you are offline teacher, right?
Of course. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You have
Completely.
not
Hmm.
worked any time in online mode?
I did. During COVID, I did online teaching, right? There was hybrid teaching, online teaching, and offline post-COVID, before COVID. I also teach some students online, someone who's not there in the country, or
Mhm.
probably I am not available on those dates in the town, or they are not available. So I connect with them online.
So on the same thing, I would like to ask you, when you teach offline and when you teach online, I mean when you work online and when you work offline. So as
Yeah,
per your experience, which is more effective? If we
offline,
are going to talk about one-on-one, so it will
offline.
be offline or it will be online. Now you have to answer from the perspective of the students. Which is good, the online mode or the offline mode?
According to me, it's offline, definitely. You
Mhm.
call me old school, but offline is something even I learn better. I can teach better. My students can learn better. My students can, understand better. Offline, I'm sorry. So that really helps. That really, builds that connect. You can understand what they're doing. They're not really fidgeting with their mobile phones. They're not giving some excuses to turn off their camera, and some problem with their Wi-Fi or something. So offline really helps. Like physical one-to-one session really helps them. You can understand their facial expression, their body language. You can understand everything, and then on one basis you can guide or help the students. So I think offline, definitely.
Okay, so now we are going to change our perspective. Now you have to answer
Okay.
the same thing from your perspective. That
Okay.
you are working, you have two options,
Mm.
online as well as offline. So which you will
Okay.
be choosing as per your comfort, as per your choice?
Comfort, maybe hybrid. But yeah, as you mentioned, like very specifically that comfort part, then I think COVID has changed the definition of comfort. I
Mhm.
mean, we really understood what comfort means. Like we can, be at our own, like be our own selves, and just sit at home in the comfort of our home, eating sandwich, having coffee, and take online session. So I
Exactly.
think when it comes to comfort, then of course online. Maybe the major benefit of connecting online is you save time.
Exactly.
You maybe you can save time. At the same time, you the saved time can be invested in more learning. I
Exactly.
think that really helps. You're
Mhm.
not really feeling tired. You are at your ease, at your comfort, and you're focusing there.
Mhm.
So I think, yeah, when it comes to comfort and like, so online works, yeah.
Okay. So as you were telling about the COVID, and in
Mm,
COVID time, this edtech platforms boom. We have an academy,
correct.
Byju's, a
Definitely.
number of
Yeah,
platforms
yeah.
are there, and still
Right.
we have a number of edtech platforms who are still working. So do you
Correct.
think that in coming days, as in the latest budget also, the central government has passed, I think, 500 CR for the AI development in India. So do you
Yeah,
think that
yeah.
in coming days, this online education or education technology via online mode will be on very high mode?
Yes, yes, definitely, definitely. With growing need of also, it gives the ease. Like for example, as you mentioned in the very beginning, that you are sitting in one part of the country, I'm sitting in other part, and we are connected via online mode. So I think it really makes things really accessible. People can connect with you from any corner of the world. So I think the decision is very correct, and with this we can, solve a lot of problem. Like really save on the cost of traveling and other things, and so I think, yeah, and the AI is like, I don't know where it will end or reach in near future.
It will be, and
But
it will only grow and grow.
yeah, exactly. I mean, like it's been few months and we're so dependent on AI.
Exactly.
Absolutely. So yeah, of course, the online thing will just grow and it will take over the offline, setup very soon.
Mhm.
As far as the schools are concerned, maybe that can be little offline, because of course students cannot be detached from this traditional platform.
Mhm.
However, I feel with the changing needs, it will take over. Like 100%, the schools and everything will also be online, because as our curriculum, that is IBDP, the IB, especially International Baccalaureate Curriculum, they encourage online
Mhm.
assessments.
Exactly.
So students don't really have to have a pen and paper and write the examination. They are typing things. So
Mhm.
I'm sure with, when it will become a full-fledged success in a few years down the line, slowly and gradually, there might be a chance that, the schools will also operate online, or probably a hybrid setup that students who wish to connect online can be online and others can come and learn, face to face. That
Exactly.
could be a possibility, of course.
Okay. So now moving from kids to our adults,
Yeah.
each and everyone is like employed somewhere or related with public or private sector. Whether like as you are also working offline with a organization.
Mhm.
So when the adults feel stress, do you think that music helps them to maintain their work-life balance with the help of music?
Definitely, definitely. I mean, I think music is the only way an adult can, release their stress. I mean, the so-called adult is expected to be mature enough to not cry, not like, really crib about things, that, oh, you're mature, how can you crib about things? How can you complain all the time?
Mm.
So how you will manage or how will you cope up your stress? It's just the music which can help you, like, it's sort of really relax your nervous system, and really you feel lighter. Maybe you don't forget things, but at that moment you just, it's better than some other addiction. I mean, music, you play music, you just go stress free, and then yeah, that's a one of the important things, for the adults now, or for the kids also.
So, what suggestions you want to give to the adults who are working professional who want to start their music learning journey, whether they
I
want to
think,
start instrument or whether
it
they want to start vocals?
is right. Yeah. So I think it includes me also. Um, um, you know, we just think that, oh, we learn someday, we will, get into it. I think that there'll be no right time. So we have to just start from like today, this minute onwards, that you pick up instrument. At least I feel, according to me, I was in a school band also. I remembered now. I
Okay.
used to play flute in band, like, normal, that sare jahan se acha jana gana mana,
Exactly.
some welcome songs, or with the band. So I was a flutist back then. I also have a craze of playing guitar. Recently, on my trip to Rishikesh, I bought a happy drum.
Okay.
So sometimes when I'm just stressed or something, I just play that. I don't know how to play it, but I just, and then I see, I on my table itself, I have the singing bowl. So
Okay.
it really helps me, and I feel every person in this world should at least learn one instrument in their life,
Mm.
play daily a little bit, like maybe 15, 20 minutes, half an hour, how much ever time you can devote to it, they should. So that really helps you, helps your overall development while playing. I don't know how psychologically or this thing it will work, but it really helps, you to think of some more creative ideas, because of course creativity is involved here, so your overall development can happen. You can be more creative. You can think differently if you learn music. So yeah, many aspects music really helps.
Okay, so in last, I would like to ask you, ma'am, when just now you were telling that you were involved in music in your school days. So on the same thing, I would like to ask you, uh, when you were involved in your school band, so there were other your colleagues also or friends also who were
Yeah,
playing drums, keyboard, anything
drums.
else. So
Right.
what do you think? The student has to participate in school events, or because there are different kinds of parents in school. Some permit their kid to take participation, some do not permit their kid. So what do you think? What suggestion you want to give to those parents who
No,
stop
no,
actually
no.
from
So
them too?
yeah. So I think you should not ever restrict your child to get into such things.
Mhm.
Academics is important, no wonder, but them doing these extracurricular activities. And now me being into this teaching profession, I have seen many parents, the the, the psychology of parents have also changed. I mean, I don't think they really restrict their children to not participate or something like that. I think
Mhm.
they promote now. They just push them that okay, you learn. They put them into different hobby classes, music classes, etc.
Mhm.
My school really pushes students to get into music. In fact, coincidentally, yesterday only we had a session wherein Mr. Ehsan came, and there were so many people from music industries, the celebs and all those came, and then they really discussed about careers in music, because the career in music is still a topic wherein people don't want to get involved. So I
Exactly.
think that awareness also has to be created and shared. And I'm lucky enough to be a part of my school wherein they really promote this. We have a good school ka music group and everything. They perform outside also, they
Mhm.
perform here also. And I think the parents should not restrict their students. In fact, how they are promoting now, I think some rural parts of India, maybe they must not be aware. So I
Mhm.
think yeah, they should be encouraged. You should not restrict your children. I mean, be dance, games. If not something, they'll be, if not academics, they'll be good at something. So why not let them explore, let them understand by themselves.
Okay. So thanks a lot, Pallavi ma'am, for
Yeah,
taking your time and
most
sharing
welcome,
your
most
valuable
welcome.
information to me. When you
Thank
were
you
telling
so
about
much
your
for
school,
inviting me. And I'm sorry to keep you waiting for a long time, but I really felt good, after talking to you, and that motivation is really like, has gone up now to learn something. And I will definitely connect after this podcast to learn something from you.
okay. So thanks a lot,
Yeah.
ma'am. Jai Hind, Jai
Thank
Bharat.
you so much. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye now.
For more details, visit www.88studiolko.com.